He's young and rich, zero confidence when it comes to dating. Zero.
A lot of guys believe once when I have more money, then I'll be more confident. But I think Chopped is more of a mindset and not a state of being.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Two Nice Guys. We are your hosts, Jay from The Real Game and Chad from Defund Simping.
What's up, guys?
And today, we're looking at some crazy, wild incel takes, feminist takes, women dating takes, all that we've seen on TikTok that have literally made us stop, jaws hit the ground. Really insane takes. And
Absolutely.
We're going to give our opinions. We're going to be doing some reactions today. And buckle up. Let's get into it.
So with these reactions, guys, we like to, react to some of the more viral moments and things that are going on in the culture and also give you our takes because sometimes people's takes may make sense, but then if you peel back the layers, you can see that they're lying.
With one bit of pushback, it all collapses.
All collapses. So let's pull up our first guest. We'll go to this guy named Brez Scales. So before I get into it, shouts out to bro, 20 years old, 400 or 500K a month. Like, the guy's doing his thing. But he uploaded a video the other day about women, and I wanted to just, have the two nice guys get the feedback. Let's jump right in.
Don't you guys hate when you're on a walk and you see a pretty girl and you're like, damn, she was really pretty. And then you remember, like, number one, I'm chopped. Two, I have no idea how to talk to a girl.
So, Jay, what's your first initial reaction to hearing a video like that?
I think it's so ironic because he's young and rich, zero confidence when it comes to dating. Zero. To even say that you're chopped is crazy, bro.
I agree.
Like, deep down, it's all about aura, right? The women is going to follow your lead. If I think I'm ugly as fuck, they're going to think I'm ugly, right? And if you're going to cold approach, you got to have some confidence.
Absolutely.
You gotta have some aura.
So this goes deep, man, because a lot of guys believe, okay, once when I have more money, then I'll be more confident. But hey, I don't have money, therefore it's hard to be confident. The next thing he said was chopped. People may think I'm coping for this, but I think chopped is more of a mindset and not a state of being. Because I guarantee you probably saw a guy walking around, your city. Oh, he's kind of, he's chopped. Then you find out he's banged that girl on Hinge you couldn't get a response from. You found out that he approached this girl at a club or a bar that you never had the balls to do so. So why is it that guy who thinks that you think is chopped has more courage and has more confidence than you? And it's because in his mindset, that's not what he subscribes to, right? So I believe when you think that you're chopped, you see a girl you want to talk to, and you're like, well, she wouldn't want me, I'm chopped. Right? And this goes with life, right? So you may not, start that job, or start that business because you think, well, I'm going to fail anyway.
Right.
It's a mindset, and a lot of guys have that mindset. You know what I'm trying to say?
Of course, it's all mindset and it's all energy. It's like it's how you make them feel. They're more subconsciously attracted to a man that makes them feel a certain way than looking at their appearance. Men care a lot more about physical appearance. Women care more about energy and how you make them feel, and do they laugh around you? Do they feel comfortable? It's all about that confidence, literally. You can see a guy that's quote-unquote not the best looking swing so far out his league because he's super confident. We've all seen it, right?
Absolutely.
And it also goes to show you guys, it's not about money. Like, clearly, this guy's rich, he's young, and yet he still has no confidence having a normal-ass conversation with a random stranger.
Absolutely. And to go a layer deeper, guys, a lot of men like to cope with the whole, I don't know what to say. Guys, the first thing I'll say is this. It doesn't really matter what you say. If a girl finds you attractive, she's going for it regardless. However, use context to your advantage. For example, my guy here, Jay, was out by his pool one day, saw a cute girl, and said, hey, I'm new here. I want to introduce myself. That was the perfect context. He's new to a place. Might as well meet the neighbors.
Meet the neighbors. And it's so funny how you can spin this. Because, you don't need a pickup line, okay? I want, we need to get that belief out of your head that you need to be some, amazing pickup artist with this crazy hook and this bro, you're not an actor auditioning for a fucking show, okay? Two human beings having a conversation. Most of the time, if I'm not using context, it's like, hey, how are you? Tonality, nice, open, friendly. Start the conversation.
Absolutely. And context can help, But if your your brain is like a hamster on a on a wheel, just say, hey, what's up? You can keep it so simple. It doesn't have to be the right thing. And that's what a lot of guys are focused on. What's the best thing or what's the right thing to say? For me, F that. Just say something, right? Because you may be on your phone, walking, boom, look up, there she is. You may not have time to think of the best thing to say. It's better to say something. Right? So Brez is a good example. If he's not trolling, I know it's social media, you never know. If this video is for real, it goes to show there's no quantifiable amount of money to greenlight someone's confidence.
Or be good with women. Because he can't even have a conversation. And this is sad because this is very common with younger people.
Yes.
So younger people especially, we're in our mid to late 20s. Younger people, early 20s, teens, are so phone attached that they've lost a lot of the art of cold approaching and just talking to strangers. And Brez, if you're listening, bro, get more confidence. Okay, get 10 times more confidence. Start walking around like the McGregor walk. Okay,
Yeah, true.
Who gives a fuck? Secondly, you don't have to think of anything to say, man. Just talk to her. Just, hi, how are you? If she's in a coffee shop, what are you getting?
True.
It's that simple, bro. And then show your car. But it goes to show money does not equal success with women. Money does not equal energy or aura or the real game, which is what matters most.
Absolutely. So my, final thought on this, video that we're reacting to is you have to feel like you deserve it. And there's a lot of guys out there who feel like they don't deserve it. And this is my hot take. Jay's gonna like this one. You have to feel like you're better than them. So the reason why I
feel like you gotta be.
Yeah, like you have to feel like you're better than them. And the reason why I say that is because if you look at a girl and go, like, I have nothing to offer her, one, or B, why would she be with me? Then you're right, you lost.
When
right?
you put her on a pedestal, you lose.
Exactly. So when I look at a girl, I'm like, okay, this girl is gonna hang out with a cool, charismatic, handsome, fun guy that'll probably raise her status to her homegirls. Like, you pulled that. And we're gonna go to a nice place, have a drink. She's gonna laugh, have a good time. I feel like I can bring a lot of value to her life. Bro, I meet girls, oh my God, I'm in credit card debt. Do you have a budget? What's that? Like, I come around these girls' lives and legit change it for the better, right? So that's how I feel. And since I feel that way when I approach women, I feel like I'm doing them a solid.
I changed your lives. Let's roll the next one.
Let's roll the next one.
I 100% agree.
So the next one, boys. So the next video.
A lot of range in these videos today.
So this one, you know what? This one piggybacks well, so we're gonna stick to that one. Wait, instead of raising the volume, guys, I hit the lock button. One more time.
Girl in the black, I think I'm in love with her. Go talk to her. No.
So this is a very common thing. You're out with your boys, you're 2, 3, maybe even 4 drinks in, you're pre-gamed, and your boy taps you on the shoulder and goes, bro, I think I love that girl in the black. And you're like, okay, cool, bro. Yeah, go talk to her. And he's just like, no. Very, very common. Jay, before I jump in, what are your thoughts on, that video?
It's the loser frame. It's the loser mindset. It's the mindset of the average man that doesn't listen to 2 nice guys, that thinks the woman's on a pedestal, they don't deserve her, no, zero confidence, zero self-esteem. And the funny thing is, guys, I say this sometimes in my content, dating is an internal game. Our internal state dictates our success in dating. If we feel like a victim, if we feel like a loser, if we don't feel valuable, if we feel like we're not interesting, they're going to think that way of us. If we feel confident inside, if we feel like we have a lot to offer, if we feel we have high self-esteem talking to women, they will reciprocate and meet you at that energy, regardless of looks. I'm telling you, it's an energetic game. And so many guys have such little confidence when it comes to talking to women. They're just human beings, guys.
So my little 2 cents on that video is, it's funny. Most of the time, the only time guys can talk to women is in a bar nightclub, because that's when guys have that liquid courage. And the fact that the liquid courage wasn't even enough goes to show this guy's really scared of women. And I may go out to say that this guy in that video, he may go on maybe 1 or 2 dates a year, and that's with like girls that like, hey, my friend thinks you're cute, John. You should go out with her.
Coworkers.
Yeah, like it's almost like if the date's not set up by somebody else besides him, it probably won't go down. And a lot of men can, definitely relate to that video because that's been them most of their life. And it just goes to show that a guy much rather DM and swipe on a girl rather than talk to her in person. And I think that the best skills to have is to be able to talk to girls in person because, number one, girls want the gay fairy tale.
Yes.
How they met you and I wasn't supposed to go out that night, but something told me I should.
And it was 444.
Yeah.
And he came up to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They want this story.
Yeah.
And by you not going up to them, you're not giving them that story. Number two, a girl is going to prioritize a guy talking to her in person over a DM, over a match on a dating app, because it's rare that girls get pulled up on a lot. Now, in the nightclub, I'm not going to lie. A girl may get pulled up on 3-4 times if she's hot.
Yeah.
But broad daylight?
Exactly.
Hell no.
Exactly. And it's all in your mind, dude. Like, that guy wasn't even bad looking. Normal ass dude. Like,
True.
if you come correct. So body language, and I'm not going to get super technical, but when you approach a girl and you have good body language, you have good tonality, and you speak with confidence, they will reciprocate well. I have never in my life gone up to a woman with confidence, famous, not famous. I mean, literally, I've talked to everyone, a million followers, whatever. I'm confident. I have the right tonality. I say hi. Never a bad response. Ever. The worst is they don't hit you up on the back end or they have a boyfriend, but they treat you with respect. If you come up meek like he is, or in a frame of, I'm scared, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, they sniff that out like a dog. They sniff blood. And then they're just like, get away from me. That's when you get really bad. If you go up confident like a man, like, hey, I could snap your neck if I wanted to, but it's good to meet you, they're going to be like, I love him. You need the aura, boys.
Absolutely. And one thing that he spoke on, I'll go further, is your vibe attracts your tribe. So what that means is if you're a guy that walks up to a girl, let's say you're doing this, right? Hey, how's it going? And you're kind of up talking and okay, yeah, where are you from? Everything is just going up, right? You seem very unconfident. And sometimes what girls will do is if you come up to them with nervous and shy energy, they will give you nervous and shy energy back, which makes you even more nervous, which messes up your whole approach.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle, right? So the next video I want to bring up, this one's dark. This one's really dark.
We'll make it bright.
Gotcha.
We'll lighten this.
Put myself out there. I've made a conscious effort to try and see if this is a possibility for me, and it just never happens. So that's why I resort to speaking with these people, and because they are also having the same experiences that I am, and it makes it easier. Put myself out there.
I'll go first on this one. So, number one, looking at this guy, technically, he's kind of Chad. Jawline, blonde, right? Maybe, I can see his shoulders through his Henley shirt. He is low body fat. Like, he would be what I would consider a Chad light or a Chad.
He's not bad looking at all. No.
So that goes, so step one, he's not ugly.
Yes.
Step two. This is what happens when men struggle. Instead of them finding content that tells them to do better, they find content that solidifies what they already thought about life, about women, etc. And then what he said, in the video, I found guys who went through the same experiences as me, and it made it easier. AKA, I found an echo chamber. Mm-hmm. It's not you, women are this, they're that. And this is not one of those shows. We definitely want to call you guys out and and call you up.
Push you guys to be better.
To be a lot better, because I know the video I put on the screen is not that big as you see right here, but if you were to find that video online, if you look at his eyes, man, there's no soul there.
He's decimated.
True. A girl reached into his heart and just ripped that thing out, and he never got it back since.
And I think this is a really good example of who not to become. And people in that community, in the incel community, they are very afraid of accountability. They're kind of like women. Like, they don't want to take accountability for anything. Like,
True.
Why don't we start with him having a little bit better communication skills? I think that would improve his chances with women a lot. He's not ugly. He's normal looking. It's just about understanding the game and understanding how to talk to women, how to be presentable, how to have confidence. And what sadly happens is you'll have that guy who's, maybe he's on the spectrum, right? He's not the
Could be.
Yeah, he's not the best socially. And so he has no early on success, right? And a lot of guys don't have early on success. Like, who the fuck is good at dating in high school, right? Like, it's like the football captain, just because he has status, but he doesn't even know how to date yet, right? And so let's say he goes through high school and he has a bad experience. He never tries again. It's one of those things where it's like you have to develop this stuff over time. And a lot of guys have, she said no to homecoming, I'm never going to date again when they're 15 years old, right? And they find the incel community and they go down the tubes they go. We've been working on dating for a decade, like getting better for years, guys. It's a process. It's a learning process. You have to take the mindset of, I'm going to get better for myself. As a result, my dating life will get better. But if you just fall victim to no accountability, it's all women, there's nothing wrong with me, it's all them, your life's going to suck. Nothing's going to get better. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah, that's why you have to, be very cautious on who you take dating advice from, even if it's us. I don't care. The reason why I say even if it's us is because basically what people do is they vent their lived experiences,
yes.
Right? So when Jay says you don't need a pickup line, you may go, well, are you sure? Like, that's what I've been told. So now you're questioning us. Okay, that's fine. Go try it, right? My point is, I'm venting my lived experiences because I believe I've went through a great little heroic journey where I was at one point, not like the incel, but had thoughts like, damn, is this even worth trying? Is this even worth pursuing? Got back out there, failed, got back out there, failed, to now I kind of have a good mindset about what is needed to be done to be successful, and that's why I'm able to do this full time and help guys who go from maybe 2 dates a year to 2 dates a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you're an incel, the problem with that mentality is it's so hard to get out of because so many other guys in there are telling you that you're not the problem. Well, I'm telling you, you're the problem.
Yeah. You have to get out of the community. You have
Yeah.
to stop listening to doomers. Stop listening to incels, or your life will never change. It's very simple, right? Make the choice simple. Either I continue to listen to them, I go down this path and nothing changes, or I change the content I'm consuming and I learn from different people and I try to get a different result. That's it.
It's the only way.
It's the only way.
Because if you want to have a successful dating life with a woman, in general, as one or many, you have to understand the game and also not get mad at it. Once when I figured out that women don't owe you anything, I'm like, wait, so they don't owe me anything if I do all this lavish experience things, but they also don't owe me anything if I just take them out for just a drink and that's it? Well, great, I'm gonna do the less effort then.
We don't make the rules, we just play them.
Yeah, I'm just playing them. I figured out the rules and I'm playing them, and I've had such a better dating life over the past 4 years by having this mindset. And I think that all guys can learn it, right? Because, dude, that guy was Caucasian, handsome, and he was struggling.
And stop watching corn. I think that's a really big decimator of the human mind, the male spirit, masculinity, testosterone. He's obviously a corn addict. And so we're just very anti-corn. I just want to tell you that right now.
Absolutely. Well, hey, man, I guess my closing thoughts from, watching these videos is everybody has their own issues,
yes.
And no one's perfect. You can, if you thought, at 20 years old, being a multi-millionaire and living in the sky in Miami would fix your problems with girls, it doesn't. If you thought, hey, let me just drink a bunch and then maybe I'll approach a girl, you still may not. And also on top of that, if you consume content that tells you that you're not the problem and other people are, then you'll stay there forever.
100%. Keep working on yourself. Keep working on your energy, your confidence, your aura. That's all that matters, guys. I think one of the big key points here is if they're afraid to approach or if they're in this incel doomsday community, if you improved your skill sets around people skills, energy, confidence, self-esteem for yourself, your dating life, 100x's, dude. It all starts and ends with you.
Absolutely, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. It was Two Nice Guys podcast. Talk to you guys soon.
See you guys soon.
Peace.